Well, for myself, I never had any instances with any people out there. One of the big things that some people have troubles with are there are a lot of dogs, lots of stray dogs. Um, and they're not a problem most of the time. They're generally pretty calm, just sitting on the grass, just waiting around, scavenging food. Um, Strangely enough, the only instance that I've ever had with a bad experience on my mission that I had with a dog was with someone's leashed dog, where he bit me, and I had to get shots for that, unfortunately. But the stray dogs are actually very nice most of the time. I haven't had problems with them. I've heard a couple of stories, like very few and rare stories about anything with knives. I've heard once or twice that someone got a knife pulled on him, but they weren't going to do anything with it anyways. It was to frighten them. And so it's fairly safe. I don't think I can think of, I mean, I don't know if my perspective is exactly the best. I was fairly oblivious to everything that was going on around me, but I do feel like it was a pretty safe place to be. A little bit dark and beaten down from communism, but as long as you don't mess with the wrong people, then you're generally pretty safe in there. Well, I think the big thing is follow the spirit and try and stay to the more populated areas during the nighttime. It can get kind of sketchy in some places. There are, I hate to say it this way, but there are gypsy villages, and there are a lot of what people would call gypsies that are great, outstanding citizens, and then there are also ones that just don't do a ton. And so when I say that, that's what I'm referring to with the gypsies. That their situation has just been hard and they never even learned to read because of their growth, which causes them to get married at a young age and then not have their kids learn to read, and it's just a bad cycle. But trying to avoid those places at night, the place with a lot of the sketchy gypsies, but I feel like those are kind of areas you kind of should realize that it's kind of a bad place to be in. But during the nighttime or whenever it's dark, stay where it's well lit and you should be really fine.